As we saw in the last clip, once we know the central atom, it's a straightforward counting procedure to get the steric number. And once we know the steric number and we have our shapes well memorized, it's straightforward to get the shape. But we do need to know which atom is the central atom. And there's a very useful rule, which will be a big help. And this rule is true 99.9% of the time. There are exceptions, and we will talk about when they arise, one or two notable exceptions to this rule. But the rule is the most electronegative atom, the least electronegative atom, the least electronegative atom, the most electropositive atom, with the exception of hydrogen, goes to the center. So you look for the most electropositive atom, the least electronegative atom, and that's the one that goes to the center. And here are the electronegativities, and you think, oh my gosh, I got to memorize this whole table. It's not that hard to find the most electronegative atom because of the following simple rule. Fluorine, and electronegativities are not determined for the noble gases, fluorine is the most electronegative atom. So fluorine is the most electronegative, and the closer you are to fluorine in the periodic table, in the main group, this is just from the main group, the more electronegative you are. So fluorine is the most electronegative. Then comes oxygen, nitrogen, and chlorine. And as you get, that's nitrogen and chlorine are tied. And the further you get away from fluorine, the more electropositive it is. And you can see that the N effect is there. The second row is more electronegative than the third row. Okay, so let's use that rule in a problem. We'll just do a few of these. Xenon F5 plus. I'll give you first xenon F5 plus. Fluorine is the most electronegative. Therefore, in xenon F5 plus, which one is the central atom? Put it in chat. Xenon F5 plus, which is the central atom? Xenon. Xenon starts off with how many valence electrons? 8. So xenon F5 plus is what steric number? Xenon F5 plus. 8 electrons in the xenon. Each fluorine gives 1 plus charge overall. Steric number is 6. 8 plus 5, take away 1, divide by 2 is 6. And so this shape is, put in chat, what's the shape of xenon F5 plus? And the answer is square pyramid. Let's try another one. We'll just do one more. PF3Cl2, the very last one. PF3Cl2. What is the central atom? You're looking for the most, central atom is the most electropositive or most electronegative. So what is the central atom? The central atom is P. And now we can count the electrons. What's the steric number of PF3Cl2? Put it in chat. Steric number of PF3Cl2. 5 electrons to the phosphorus. Fluorine and chlorine each donate 1. That's 10. Steric number is 5. The shape is, put in chat, steric number 5 with 5 peripheral atoms. Trigonal bipyramid. And trigonal bipyramid has 2 sites, equatorial and axial. In PF3Cl2, the axial atoms are fluorine or chlorine. PF3Cl2, the 2 axial atoms are fluorine or chlorine. Put it in chat. Axial atoms are more electronegative. So in PF3Cl2, 2 of the fluorines are axial, and the third fluorine therefore has to go equatorial. And we'll end this clip with just this remarkable molecule, which looks incredibly unstable. ClOF. Which one is the central atom? ClOF. It may help seeing the electronegativities. ClOF, which is the most electropositive atom of the 3? Put it in chat. Chlorine is the most electropositive, therefore chlorine is in the center. And now, please figure out the shape. Steric number and the shape. Chlorine has 7 valence electrons as a central atom. Fluorine gives 1. Oxygen gives 0. That's 8. It's steric number 4. Steric number 4 with 2 peripheral atoms is what shape? Steric number 4 with 2 peripheral atoms is bent. ClOF is bent with chlorine in the center.